If you want to know some of the hottest brand new apartment options in Perth right now, stick around. Hi, I'm Simon Atkins, your brand new apartment specialist in Perth, helping downsizers, first home buyers, investors and relocators. So we start off with Olive Street in Subiaco. So this has been quite an amazing development because it's almost completed now. And since we started remarketing it about 2 months ago, I would say, maybe a little less than that, these have been flying off the shelf. So this is a 71 apartment complex on the corner of Olive Street and Hay Street in Subiaco. It's about, if you know Subiaco, it's about a 5-minute walk, probably a little bit less than that if you're fit and healthy, to the Subiaco Hotel. So it's very central, it's in the old part of Subiaco, but you're still only about 10 to 15 minute walk from the train station. So that's still very close to you and available. And these ones, as I said, they've literally been flying off the shelf. So we've had, probably since we started remarketing about 2 months ago, as I mentioned, probably had, I would imagine, about 15 or 16 sales. So there's about 17 left at the moment, but we are selling a lot. Okay, so, and the main reason is because I think these are very well priced for such a great western suburbs location. Of course, Subiaco is brilliant. It's got all the restaurants, the cafes, lifestyle, all the great options, and I think that's the kind of area where apartments really come into their own. They're really made for those kind of areas where everything's on your doorstep. So fantastic development. 2x1s are left, 2-bedroom, 1-bathrooms, and they're from high 800s. We've got some 2x2s, which are just a hair over $1 million, and then we've got some 3x2s, which are getting up towards the mid 1 millions. So again, fantastic development, but you've got to be quick with this one because 2 reasons. The first reason is stamp duty benefits. So at the moment, if you're getting in there, there's only things really left in the higher tier of the availability for stamp duty. So over $850, as I mentioned. So that means, because it's still in construction, but just about completed, you'd still get the 37.5% off your stamp duty. But that is due to stop very, very soon. And now it's very hard to put a number or a day on this because it's up to the council when this actually happens, but we're expecting titles to be issued, which is when the actual cutoff is for those stamp duty benefits, and then you have to pay full stamp duty. So I'm thinking, you know, you'd have to probably get in there within the next couple of weeks or so to be sure that you get that stamp duty saving. So that's the first one. That's going like hotcakes. Like I said, I know I'm a salesman, but at the end of the day, that's the absolute truth of it. It's the honesty. I'm not pulling your leg. These are really going fast. So if Subiaco, you know, floats your boat and you really want to get into the area and you really want to get something with some good value as well, that's a great option for you. So the next option is in Netherlands 9 Hamden Road. Now I don't know if they're going to call this something else because this is like getting these heads up so early. Is, you know, some of the information is a little bit sketchy, or they haven't quite settled on everything just yet. We haven't got all the collateral, all the information that we need to fully sell it or take it to market, but I'm giving you the first heads up here. So 9 Hamden Road in Netherlands. This one is got, it's a small boutique style development. It's 18 apartments in total, so nice size. Of course, Netherlands, it's got restaurants and things around it. Again, another area where, you know, apartment living really comes into its own, where you can, you know, get out and you're in walking distance to some entertainment, etc. around you. For older people that, you know, might think it's a benefit being close to the hospital, you're pretty much a hop, skip and a jump away from there. Also, there's, out of those 18 apartments, we've got 12 2-bed, 2-bath, 2-car bays, and they are from 1.5 million. And then we've got 6 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car bays, and they're from around about just over the $3 million mark. So they will be coming up, expected later this year, to actually going to market and becoming available. So you could get the first opportunity to get into that. If you come back to me and let me know, I can send you whatever details I have. But in fact, I did a video on this the other day, so if you want to check out my videos, there's a full video on this particular development, and I'm basically telling you everything I know about it at this stage. and it is going to be an ongoing development from Excel Group, which did one up the road, and people in there did incredibly well out of it by buying in early. It also means that you get customized, you customize options if you get in early enough, and also, of course, stamp duty savings, the pre-construction stamp duty savings, which are really substantial. So for a 2-bedroom, you'd be looking saving around about $75,000 in stamp duty. And for a 3-bedroom, you're looking to be saving around $75,000 in stamp duty. So pretty decent amounts there to be saving. As I mentioned, the one up the road, a lot of people that bought in early did incredibly well by the time they settled on the development. Now, if you were to put your foot on one later in the year, when they come out, they're a 10% deposit of the purchase price. And then you'd have to probably wait until middle of next year for construction to start, and then a 2-year build time frame. So if you expect from now about 3 years away from completion from now, and now is September, mid-September 2025. So we're looking probably 3 years by the time they've started the construction and actually done the development itself. So another great option. It's a very popular area. The other one that we've just about sold out of is, great finishes. Everybody gave us fantastic feedback on that one. And this one I'm thinking could even be better than that one. So this is worth keeping your eye on. As soon as I know more, I will do another video on that one with more details. So the third one I have for you is in Claremont. So another western suburb location. Bit of a theme, I know, but these are great areas to get into. If you live in Claremont, you are going up in the world for sure. So it's a nice mix of apartments in this one. It's actually the last development to complete the Claremont Oval project. So it's called the Terraces, and it'll be the last development there. So if you're a sports lover and you like looking out into the Oval and watching people play footy in that, then this could be right up your alley, because it's an unusual concept, and it would really suit someone like that, and also someone, of course, that wants to be in the hub of Claremont, because it really is in the hub of Claremont. You're close to the train station. You've got the Claremont Quarter right over the road. You've got Bayview Terrace with the trendy shops, etc., and the good coffee and all these other things. And you really live in the high life right there. So this is another one, much like the last one I mentioned, that is really hasn't been released to the public yet, and some of the things that I know about it are very limited, but I am, like I say, giving you the heads up so that you're aware of it. And again, I will do another video on it once we've got all the details. I might go out to site and show you what's going on there. I haven't begun construction yet. Again, this is probably going to be a longer construction time, possibly 2.5 years or so, because it's a bigger development. It's 135 apartments in this one. 1-bedrooms start from high 500s, which is a really good price. So if they stick to those prices, they are really well priced. 2-bedrooms from high 8s. Now that's really a good price as well. Some of them are the smaller ones, but it gives you an opportunity with a smaller budget to get into that. As they get a little bit larger, you pay a bit more for those, but it does give you options. And for the 3-bedroom, 2-bathrooms, you're looking at just over $2 million. So they're the price points, a bit of a mix in there for everyone who is looking at different levels. If you're an investor, great spot for an investment, because you've got all that amenity very close to you as well. So again, excellent development. Did I say it's coming up? You're probably going to get a chance to get into that in about 3 or 4 weeks time, I think. Sometimes these things go out a little bit further, but that should be about the time frame from now. So keep your eye out for that one. Great option again. I think it's going to be, given that it's completing that Claremont Oval project, and the last opportunity to get into that for any of you sports lovers. So option number 4 is in Inglewood. So changing tack a little bit here. So that's at 939 Beaufort Street. It's called Solara on Beaufort. They've just settled on that name, and that will be coming to market again probably similar to Claremont. I think a little bit earlier than Claremont, the one I just mentioned, probably in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. Okay, so I say that with a little bit of skepticism because sometimes these things change, but around about that time is probably the earliest it's going to come. So again, a large range of options in here, even more than before, because you've got 1 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds, and you've got studios. So this opens up to a lot of people that want to get into maybe areas like Mount Lawley that can't quite afford it, and go into one of these kind of suburbs that surround those areas. That's quite often what you get. People radiate out from the heat. If it's too hot, they go to the next suburb and they kind of buy in there. And of course, Inglewood's a lovely area. It's got beautiful old homes and certainly up and coming, and location is fantastic. So a great option in there. Great price points. Some of these 3-bed and 2-bed ones are called loft apartments, and the reason they're called loft apartments is because they've got 2 stories. And so they look very, very cool. I can't really give you any details on this, unfortunately. As much as I want to give you some stuff on this, I can't do it because they're actually going through a restructuring of what they had designed before. We've got renders, but if I show you them, they aren't going to be the right ones. So this is, again, a bit of a heads up. You get all the stamp duty benefits that you'd get, as I've mentioned, with the other ones that are pre-construction. So very significant stamp duty benefits around all of that as well. And I'll put those stamp duty rates in, depending on what price point you're looking at, in the description below. So you can just double check what those are. So pre-construction is very good. Then the rates change a little bit in terms of what you save once construction begins. So in there we've got studios from 500,000. We've got 1 beds from mid 500,000s. Again, that's pretty good price for those. You know, a lot of areas we're getting well over 600,000 into 700,000 now for 1-bedroom apartments. We've got 2-bed from mid 900Ks and 3-bed from low 1 millions. So a bit of a range there. Again, this will be, like I mentioned, a very cool development with those double-story apartments. They're not all double-story, of course. The studios aren't, the 1-bedrooms aren't, and they've got some 2-bedrooms that are just single level, but most of the 3-bed and 2-bed are these loft style where you've got 2 stories. So pretty cool, excellent stuff coming up. Again, good location. All these developments are in very, very good locations. You'll do well out of what the property market's going to be doing over the next few years here in Perth. I've got videos on that as well. I've just done a market update, which is about 2 videos ago. So if you're wondering, you know, is it the right time to buy off the plan, etc., you can go there and have a look at that video and just see why it's such a good time now to be buying, because things are not getting any cheaper in the foreseeable future, that's for sure. So the last one I have for you, look, it's not off the plan, so but I had to put it in here because it's a great apartment. If you're a downsizer and you're looking for something now, or you're someone that wants to be close to a train station, location is Como, very close to the city, and this one, wow, a huge apartment in a boutique block of just 18. It's the last one left. Okay, so just 1 apartment left in this. So if you're looking for something right now, this could really be the thing for you, because 187 square meters internally. Then we've got this lovely balcony. It's all north facing, so you're getting all the northern sun in the winter. So you're going to use that balcony all year round. Great city views, great views of the river coming down from the city down toward the Canning Bridge. Low strata fees, $11.72 per quarter on that one. They'll probably go up about 20% after the first year once warranties, you know, finish on things like the lifts and things. But very low strata fees. The only amenity in that one is just the rooftop. Spectacular views from there. You can go up there, have a barbecue, have your friends, you know, and get up there and really enjoy the view. You get amazing views. And of course, you already get amazing views from the apartment. It's a sub penthouse on the 4th level. And as I said, views are very, very good. So if you're looking for something like that, it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom with 2 car bays, plenty of space, as I said. And it's, you know, I had to throw it in here. I know it's not strictly speaking off the plan because it's completed now, but if you are looking for something a little bit sooner than that, then that could certainly suit you. So it's an area where a lot of things are going on, a lot happening around that area, particularly some very large developments on the other side there on Applecross, smaller developments on the Como side, not the towers that they're building on the opposite side, but certainly an up and coming area and lots happening around there. So hopefully you've got something out of those 5 options that I've given you. They're all brilliant options, some fantastic opportunities coming up. And if you need any further help on any of that and you want to talk to me about it or have any more further details sent through to you, just look below into the description and you'll see that I've got my name, my email and my phone number, and you can get in contact with me whenever you need.